Let's finish the hockey, why don't we? Because we have a huge game tonight. One more. You want Pete here saying, what could you do? 1-1 game. Everybody was playing tight, and they just happened to get a rush and beat us. Here's Laviolette making excuses.
I mean, it was a tight game. I mean, chances were probably pretty much even.
What are you going to do?
They scored one on the rush in the third, so, I mean, it was tight out there. I thought we started the game good in the first period. The second, I thought we played pretty good in the second and gave up a goal. We tied it up 1-1. And it goes to the third period, and they got one.
Yeah, they got one.
It is unbelievable to me how Florida plays in that building. Once again, proving, as we've said a million times here on SportsGrid, that home ice means nothing in the NHL anymore. Literally, there is no such thing as home ice advantage at all.
Zero. And actually, I thought a big moment in that game last night, too, and I get why the guy did it. I think it was Gustafsson. The Rangers were going to get a 5-on-3. They were on that power play, and the guy smashed it to Shesterkin, and they were going to get a 5-on-3, and Gustafsson went over there and hammered the guy, which, you want to protect your goalie.
Right.
We understand all that, but
good call.
That would have been a huge 5-on-3 for the Rangers early in that third period if they would have been able to just back up a little bit and not destroy the guy like he did. So unfortunate for them. Tomorrow night, they will play game number 6 in Sunrise, where the Panthers are minus $1.65, plus $1.40 for the Rangers, and a 5.5. Do we get a game 7 on Monday night at the Garden?
God, when I saw that plus 140, I got horny. Honestly, I got ice. I got in my veins. I got goosebumps. I got hair standing up on the back of my neck. I think it's going 7. I think they're going to go down there and be very difficult. The strangest things have happened in this series, back and forth. The road teams are winning and overtimes in a couple games. I think tomorrow's overtime in Sunrise, and the Rangers get lucky and bring it back to the Garden. And you even heard Morency. He's like, they'll go home and lose in 7. They'll lose a third game on their ice. And I heard him complaining again about the ice at the Garden during that broadcast. Ferraro was talking about it, that the pucks are bouncing all over the place, and that means bad ice. That is amazing to me that frankly, the greatest arena in the world can't get the ice surface right for a conference final. It really is embarrassing for Dolan and the Rangers. Honestly, what do they got? Are there Zambonis don't work? Don't tell me it's because they have concerts and whatever else in there.
Well, that's
what they say. I don't want to hear it.
They have to keep taking the ice apart, covering it up, doing all that. They have to take it on and off. They have a concert. It is what the ice stinks. The ice is just awful for them, that's for sure. If you think the Rangers can win both games, it's 4-1. That's the price that you get for the Rangers to win both games 6 and 7 and win this series. The Panthers are minus 5 bills now to catch one of these two games. I think the Panthers end it tomorrow night, Scotty. I'm going to go with Panthers in 6. Another tight game. I'll take another under as well for that game tomorrow night with the 5.5. But I think the Panthers find a way.
Well, we'll see, won't we? I'll be watching. You'll be watching. I don't, yesterday, if you roll the tape, you can see you and I talked about that game yesterday. And I said, I bet on Florida minus 120, and I have no idea why.
I'm hoping to be home by the third period. I got the Monster Jam out at MetLife tomorrow night, so I'm hoping that
you got it on the phone. You have your SportsGrid
I'll listen on the way home because the little guys go. It's over at 9, so the game starts at 8:20. So I'll only miss the first period. I'll listen to the second in the car on the drive home, and I'll be home for the third period.
NHL
he's gonna go out
radio
like a
on Sirius. You go right from 159 over to the NHL. You got your boy Danny on there.
Actually, I could even get. You see, Sam was back last night. Sam Rosen, who of course had a little health scare a couple of weeks ago, he was back doing the radio with Maloney. So we get tapped into that.
And who did it? LaGreca when he was out.
LaGreca did it when Rosen was out. Yeah, for those couple games, he was in there. So there you go. We have a game tonight as well. How about Game 5 in Dallas? Another series that's tied 2-2. It'll be the Stars and the Oilers. We'll start with Peter DeBoer. When the Stars have played their best game in this series, they have won. He wants to see that again tonight.
I think a lot of time in the NHL, you get what you deserve. There's not many nights you win and you don't deserve to win. So, the teams are even. I thought, the better team won last night. I think the games we've won, we've been the better team. So we've got to up our game here at home in Game 5.
Yeah, listen, no one cares what he says, but I do care that Vinny is running the show today with Mafia. I knew that was a different voice than Luke, I Am Your Father. He's off at an alcoholic golfing event, bachelor party in Atlantic City, which is nudity, debauchery, strippers.
Wow.
Are we on the air? Don't talk about strippers. Okay.
One more thing for tonight. We usually set you up with a very boring Connor McDavid clip before the Oilers play that evening. Well, they kept Connor in the cupboard yesterday. They didn't want him talking before the big game. So I was able to actually find somebody more boring than Connor McDavid.
Someone worse.
And we haven't played a lot of this guy. Here's Khris Knobloch, who the head coach of the Edmonton Oilers as they get ready for tonight.
Well, one thing you need to clean up is just having the 60 minutes. And, each team's been having their roller coaster moments where this looked really well and other times when they can't really generate very much. And, we'd like to have more of a push for 60 minutes. And, it's enough. It's easy to say, let's play 60 minutes because it's we are playing a pretty good team and they will have their moments. But I think the longer we can have our moments and play our game, obviously that gives us a better opportunity to win the game.
Your boy,
my God, it was like going to Catholic school. Oh my God, I was just like, what was happening there? I don't know one thing he said. I was so bored.
That was a tough scene for Chuck Knobloch there. The Stars are minus $1.25 tonight.
From now on, his name's Chuck.
Chuck Knobloch, plus 105 for the Oilers, a 5.5 total here tonight. I think Dallas takes the 3-2 lead, Scotty.
Yeah, I do too. And I think they're going to win. And then I think they're going to win at the Rogers and take them in 6.
Yes.
They're the best road team in the playoffs. They have been. They are. They're going to. So I'm still feeling Dallas. And remember, I hit Dallas on a puck line at 190. I hit the Oilers 5-2 win on the puck line at 195 on the plus side. So we've been doing really well in this series. Let's hope it continues tonight with a Dallas cover.
I will come back and give you the most bet player props for tonight, and then we'll start to get into some baseball stuff for this evening as well.
Driver High, my favorite golfer, Buckethead, is out there making a run.
Joel Damon, of course, who everybody loves from the Netflix series Full Swing, he has not done much on the golf course since he first started Full Swing. He's actually been in both seasons of Full Swing, but he has himself at the top of a leaderboard here. He is 8 under through 14 holes, 2 back of our leader, Bobby McIntyre, who's already in the clubhouse. So that would be big for Joel, Scotty, who everybody loves this dude from that show. Because he's an awesome guy, great family. The caddy Gino's fun. He's a fun dude to root for. The problem is he's never around the top of a leaderboard on a weekend to root for him. So this would be cool if we have ourselves a little Joel Damon rooting party up in Canada on Saturday and Sunday. Probably good for ratings too, by the way, with all the lack of names there at the top.
I love him. He's awesome. He's funny. He parties. Yep. My man eats and drinks. He's got it all going.
Well, take a rest tonight, all right? Because if he's gonna be in that final pairing tomorrow, we want him on his best behavior.
I got 4 left. Now wait a minute.
Right? Remember when he made the U.S. Open and he hammered all those White Claws in between the rounds? Maybe he does got to go.
He's got to go back to his original plan of drinking as much as possible, living it up, having a tomahawk steak, and going out and scoring low. Drink.
You know what? And since he's playing so well, he'll have a late tee time tomorrow too. He'll probably not go out till about 2:30, 2:45. So that's perfect for a situation like that. All right, here we go. Most bet player props for tonight. Oilers and Stars, of course. It's very Oiler heavy. Hyman under a point. I don't like that one at all. McDavid to score a goal plus 145. McDavid over 3.5 shots, even money. Draisaitl to score plus 135, and Hyman to score at plus 105 this evening.
I mean, that is those are brutal bets. Absolutely brutal bets. I would guess that McDavid would have 4 shots because he's been flying around, and I think he's potentially going to score tonight and have 4 shots on goal. The Hyman stuff stands out to me too much, that he's going to score, he's going to have over a half a point, all that. I hit it last night with Kreider, but I'm not going there. I'm leaning McDavid. I've seen him. He's got a jump in his step, and he's firing shots. The other night when they scored, when they won 5-2, he had that big shot off the pad that led to the redirector, on the doorstep. That was intentional. He shot that off his far pad to get the rebound, to get the goal. I think he's shooting a lot. I'll give him a crack tonight with that over 3.5 shots.
There you go for that. We gave you this number yesterday for the series. The Stars are minus $1.20 as we start this best of 3 here tonight. And for the Stanley Cup, with Florida winning last night and being a game away from the final, they are the favorites now, clear plus 130. Rangers dropped to 9-1 because they are in that 3-2 hole and they are 1 game away from elimination.
No, Mike, I'm going to go even. I'm going to go Sagan, and I'm going to go Pavelski.
Ooh.
I think, and believe it or not, I'm going to give, see if I can get Duchesne on, over a half a point. Like, I think that'll be offered up. I think he could have a helper or a goal. I think the Stars are going to win, and I think their big guns are coming out tonight. And, I mean, everyone on that team is dangerous. They got all kinds of guys that can score. So I think they play well tonight in Dallas. I'd be more willing to make prop bets on the Stars than I am the Oilers tonight.
I'm with you on that. All right, I gave you the NBA schedule earlier. We know that there's going to be Game 6s Saturday night in Florida and Sunday night in Edmonton, no matter what. If there's a Game 7 for Rangers in Florida, it would be Monday. If there's a Game 7 for Oilers Stars, it would be Tuesday. The final start next Saturday night, no matter what. June 8th, 8 o'clock for that. And, once again, they're doing the smart thing. They used to go every other night. They're kind of getting like the NBA now. They're stretching it out a little bit further. June 24th would be the Game 7 if the Stanley Cup final were to go that far.
Time out. I got 3 left. So you're telling me that tonight they're playing Game 5 on Friday night. They're playing I see. Game 6 is Sunday, and Tuesday is Game 7. All right.
Correct.
I'm with you. All right, fair enough.
And then they would start, no matter how long these series could both end this weekend.
No matter what.
Next Saturday, June 8th, is when they'll start Game 1 of the Stanley Cup final. So there you go for that.